All right, Shalom. First of all, giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopefully elect brothers out there that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. This the brother not by Ayash of GMS Indianapolis Camp, coming with another episode to get your mind right. Today we're going to be dealing with our enemies being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Because through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, when you pray to the Lord, what do? He come and fight on your behalf to what? Destroy your enemies. You see what I'm saying? Because we got enemies daily. Every walk of our life, we have what? Enemies. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual enemies, physical enemies, mental enemies, emotional enemies, you know what I'm saying? Financial enemies. We're surrounded by enemies. But when you put your trust and faith in YAHAWASHI, what does he do? He comes to your aid and rescue you to what? Help destroy your enemies. See what I'm saying? I'm finna get one of my favorite scripts. This is Sirach 4 and 28. It said what? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. How does the Lord fight for thee? He destroys your enemies. See what I'm saying? When you're being faced with plagues of demons mentally, and you pray to YAHAWASHI, guess what? He comes to your behalf and destroys your enemies. Because sometimes your enemies could be so strong, especially in your mind, because you be praying to the Lord, and then you hear them trying to throw their word Jesus in there. Pray to Jesus, pray to Jesus, pray to Jesus, pray to Jesus. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's name is not YAHAWASHI, say Jesus. That's them demons. See what I'm saying? But when you call on the name YAHAWASHI, what does the Lord do? The Lord makes your enemies, which are those demons, flee out of your mind. You get a little bit of comfort for that moment. Because pretty soon the demons come back. You see what I'm saying? But no matter what you go through, you call on the name of YAHAWASHI to what? Defeat those demons, defeat those spiritual entities that's messing with your mind. See what I'm saying? That's messing with your livelihood, and messing with your emotions, your mental well-being. You see what I'm saying? This is Psalms, and I'm gonna start Psalms chapter 92, verse 7. It says, "When the wicked spring as the grass." Who's the wicked? Number one on the list is who? Esau, the so-called white man. But when they pop up like grass for what? Their unrighteous laws and decrees, like it tells you in Isaiah 10 and 1. You see what I'm saying? With what? Right now, the government shutdown, that's the wicked springing forth as grass. Grass just pops up everywhere. Sometimes you have wild weeds within those grass. Within your grass, you know what I'm saying? You may water your grass, you know what I'm saying? You may even fertilize it, but every now and then, a wicked root will pop up. All wild looking grass. So you gotta what? Nip that in the bud. Sometimes you gotta pluck it up and pull it out to keep the rest of your grass from getting infested or infected by this wild root. See what I'm saying? And that's the way this truth is. It's the same way, especially when you're dealing with mental battles. You'll be thinking good for a good 30 minutes. Then minute 31, here comes Satan trying to plant that wild grass in with your beautiful grass that's trying to grow. That's that spiritual grass, that healthy grass, that grass that's being nourished, being watered, being fed. You know what I'm saying? And being fertilized with what? This truth and now wisdom and understanding. You get what I'm saying? But then, here comes Satan along. You know what I'm saying? It said, when the wicked spring is as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, because that's what goes on here in Babylon, America. You can't get ahead in this life unless what? You're wicked. In all aspects of life. You see what I'm saying? Who has the best life here in Babylon? Number one, the wicked. Job 9:24. See what I'm saying? Says what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So number one on the list is what? The so-called white man. Number two is what? The Negro, Latino, Native American woman. See what I'm saying? They flourish here in Babylon. Number 3 is what? The LGBT community. Those are 3 main societies that flourish in this queendom, this society known as America, aka Babylon. It's what? The elite bankers, Edomites. Well, I mean 4. Okay, Edomites, the Negro, Latino, Native American woman, and also 2, these sodomites, the homosexuals. They're the ones that flourish here in this society. That's the only way you're going to get ahead is if you're in one of those 4 categories. If you're a man, nope. If you're an honest man, nope. If you're a spiritual man, nope. If you're a Hebrew Israelite that knows he's an Israelite, you're not going to get ahead in this life. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer these curses here in America, aka Babylon. You see what I'm saying? This society thrives and flourishes off of what? Wickedness. Total idolatry. Demonization. See what I'm saying? This society flourishes and thrives off of pure wickedness, nothing righteous. Their wickedness is their righteousness. And righteousness is looked as wickedness in this society. It says, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. See, that's the key word. They shall be destroyed forever. You see on the screen the definition of destroy. It says put an end to the existence of something by damaging or attacking it. Remember, we just read in Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Meaning the Lord is going to what? Come on the attack of what? Our enemies. Which is what? These demons. Matter of fact, Spirit telling me to get it right quick. Ephesians 6, that's the Spirit. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. These are demons. For principalities and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, this is our demonic activity. Even though it takes the form of human flesh, it's still, when you dig down deep inside, it's all a spiritual battle. Everything that we're doing is what? A spiritual battle. Even though it may manifest itself in the physical or in the flesh, it's still all a spiritual battle because it's a spiritual being that's controlling these activities that are going on. That's why we have to pray to YAHAWASHI to fight our battles. We can't do this on our own. We're not built to fight this on our own. We're built to call on our true power, YAHAWASHI. Our Heavenly Father and our big brother, that's who's going to fight our battles. Our job is to go out here and warn the people about our Heavenly Father and our big brother that's coming back to fight for our behalf. See what I'm saying? For the behalf of the nation of Israel, but mainly the elect on his side. Especially those that don't take the mark of the beast, that don't take the RFID chip once it's put on us mandatorily. Lord willing, he keep the spirit on me to where I could resist that chip and keep my faith in YAHAWASHI and strive for truth unto death. See what I'm saying? It goes into what? Demolish, knock down, pull down, tear down, to level, to raise to the ground. Remember the scripture, raise it to the foundation? It says fail, dismantle, break up, wreck, ruin, smash, shatter, crash, blast, blow up with what? Thermonuclear missiles. It says blow to bits, pieces, dynamite, explode, bomb, torpedo. You see what I'm saying? These are all words describing what? Destruction. What the Lord is going to do to our enemies if you keep your faith and power and believe in YAHAWASHI, none other. No other God. Only YAHAWASHI. It says, but thou, Lord, YAHAWASHI, art most high forever. This Psalms 92 and verse 8 now. We're finna read verse 9. It says, for lo, thine enemies, O Lord. See, Israel always have enemies. The Lord has enemies. What did King David say? Do I not hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? See what I'm saying? With a perfect hatred. You gotta hate those that hate the Lord. Anytime the Lord tells them to do something and people don't do it, they want to do their own thing, they hate the Lord. I don't care how much they say they love the Lord. In all actuality, they hate the Lord. Because they're not doing what the Lord told them to do or commanded them to do. They're trying to do their own thing, establish their own righteousness. See what I'm saying? So the Lord is not in them, man. The Lord is not dwelling with them. It says back in Psalm 92, it says, for lo, thine enemies, just like it tell you in Psalms, was it the 82nd or 83rd chapter about our enemies, you know what I'm saying? They make a tumult against the nation of Israel, that the name of Israel will be no more mentioned or thought of. That's what they're trying to do, erase us off the map. Now you see the big controversy is what? The Israelites, they're trying to blame Israel for starting that riot, or almost a riot with them Edomites, with the MAGA hat on, the Make America Great Again hat, and the tribe of Gad and Reuben, the North American Indians that was out there in Washington, D.C. But they say that the cause of it all was what? The Hebrew Israelites. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? Jacob's trouble is about to hit the fan. We always been through Jacob's trouble, but it's finna get worse. Like I say, there's never been a time like it before, ever on earth. So they're getting ready to move on us. So we have to be ready and be spiritual minded and stay in the spirit to listen to when the Lord tells us something. Because guess what? These devils about to move on us. And we have to be ready, man. See what I'm saying? Have to keep our game face on. It says, for lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish, they shall die. It said, all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. When you take something and scatter them, you're destroying it. You're breaking it apart. You're tearing it down. You're tearing it down when you scatter something, man. See what I'm saying? It says, but my horn, which represent power, my horn shalt thou exalt, like the horn of a unicorn. Unicorn just means one power. Who is our one power? YAHAWASHI. See what I'm saying? It says, I shall be anointed with fresh oil. What is that fresh oil? This word, this truth. We don't have no old oil. Like you go to a chicken restaurant and they cook their chicken in old grease. The food don't taste right. No, we have that fresh oil. It always tastes good. Always tastes fresh. Like it's fresh out the oil, fresh out the grease. You know what I'm saying? You had that fresh, good taste. The flavor just explode in your mouth with that fresh oil. That's how this truth is. It's a good taste. It just explodes in your mouth. Every bite when you taste this word. Yeah, it have its bitter points at times. But guess what? This word is fresh in your mouth. That's why you always learning different things. You know what I'm saying? And teaching different things. As long as it's according to the words of YAHAWASHI. That's the key. You can't make up your own doctrine, or then it becomes old oil, stale oil. See what I'm saying? That's why YAHAWASHI is what? The Hamashiach, the anointed one, the fresh oil. You know? Like it goes into with the 5 wise, and the 5 foolish virgins. The 5 that was wise had oil. That's their fresh oil. This word, this truth. And the ones that didn't have the oil had that old grease that they had to throw out. You know that grease that you didn't use it so much it turned black with the bits and pieces of the crust of the chicken. In the bottom of that oil, it's just all black and crusty. That's that old oil. That's what 2/3 got. That's what these false prophets got. That old dirty oil, that oil that stinks. It gets into your clothes. You go somewhere, everybody you smell like old grease. They can tell what you had for dinner. You had fish. I smell it. You know what I'm saying? That fresh oil is fresh. Ooh, something smell good. That's that fresh oil. That's this word. You know, it says, but my horn, this is Psalms 92:10. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies. What is the desire to see on our enemies? Destruction, slavery. We can't wait to see the day when we can slap chains on our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Starting out with Esau, the so-called white man. That's our desire, is to slap chains on his ass. See what I'm saying? Around his neck. Dash thy little ones against the stones. That's going to be a joyous and wonderful time, man. When the Lord allows us to take our frustration out on our enemies, man. All this suffering that we've been doing, all this hatred we've been tolerating from our enemies, the heathens, as well as 2/3 of our own people. Lord willing, we get that time to just release some frustration and anger, and you know what I'm saying, and do according to the will of the Lord, man. It says, mine eyes also shall see my desire on my enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. And we hear, and our ears do hear the desire of the wicked that rise up against us. With what? These unrighteous laws and decrees. Every time they make an attack against the Hebrew Israelites, we hear the desires of the wicked. The harder they're trying to push this microchip, the mark of the beast, we hear the desires of the wicked. We know their desires. They want to kill us. That's their true desire. They don't want us to live. They don't want us to know that we the children of YAHAWASHI. They want us to keep thinking that we dumb, that we ignorant, that we black, that we niggas, that we Bloods, Crips, GDs, Vice Lords, Latin Kings, MS-13. That's what they want. They don't want you to realize that you're Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar. They don't want you to know who you are, man. That's why they're trying to do everything in their power to keep you dumbed down with all this entertainment like The Masked Singer. See what I'm saying? People who are already stars for coming and singing up in a costume so you can guess who they are singing. That's just all bread and circus to keep you dumbed down what's really going on behind this government shutdown. This government shutdown is really to set up the collapse of America. The elites are finally pulling the plug on America. America's not going to survive another 5 years. It's over. See what I'm saying? It says, the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Meaning what? We're going to come back to our beauty again. Part of that is happening right now with us, what? Knowing that we're Israel. We're a nation of kings and priests and princesses. We're a royal people, man. The Lord made us this way to be royal people. It's time to what? Start embracing your royaltiness. Your royal heritage. It's time to start embracing it and quit selling yourself short with this white man is playing, man. Yeah, you gotta survive to make it, but that don't mean to sell out. That don't mean to lose your integrity just to try and stay ahead. Because guess what? This captivity is almost over. It's our last leg of captivity. Next, gonna be the kingdom of heaven. Where we're gonna be living in righteousness and royalty and beauty once again. We're going to be the praise of the Lord once again, man. The Lord is going to be happy with us once again. That's what I mean by the praise of the Lord again. He's going to be happy to call us his people once again. Those are my children right there. I love them. Those are mine. I made them first out of anybody else. Those are my kids right there. I'm they daddy. The Lord going to be happy to say that once again. It says in verse 13, those that be planted in the house of the Lord, shall flourish in the courts of our power. And we are going to flourish once again. We're going to be in our right mind. We're going to be back with our true power. See what I'm saying? We're going to be above these nations once again, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? We're going to claim our inheritance that was set up for us by YAHAWASHI. It said they shall still bring forth fruit in old age. And we have that right now with what? The apostles. See what I'm saying? The apostles and elders, man. They still bringing forth fruit, man, in their old age. See what I'm saying? Our apostles, man, they grown men in this truth. They've been pushing this truth for 30 plus years, man. Man, they still bringing forth fruit. It's GMS camps all over the globe. I know you people get hate. Y'all hate to hear it or get tired of hearing it, but so what? We're going to keep telling you the truth regardless. Like the scripture say, whether you hear or forbear. It says, they shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing. And the apostles is fat and flourishing what? In this word. 100% doctrine. Great Millstone has the 100% doctrine, man. They have the truth. It says, verse 15, to show that the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. That's right. There is no unrighteousness in YAHAWASHI. Everything that he say and do is faithful and true. There's no other book on this planet that explains the things that's going on other than the Bible. This is the #1 book on the planet is what? The Bible. This Bible has what? Prophecies in it that no other book has. That's how you know that this book is spiritual. It covers every aspect of your life. If you want to use the number 360 or 180, whatever number you want to use to make a circumference of things that shows that everything is covered and surrounded, well, that's what the Bible is. It covers every aspect of your life. Good or bad, happy or sad. The Bible covers it. See what I'm saying? So with that, hey, Abba, Shalom.